Can you believe we're already only about 6 months away from Apple unveiling the iPhone 18 Pro and iPhone 18 Pro Max? It feels like the iPhone 17 Pro Max just launched, but the next big upgrade cycle is right around the corner. And if you're thinking about buying the iPhone 17 Pro Max today, you may want to pause because the iPhone 18 Pro series is shaping up to be one of Apple's most meaningful Pro upgrades in years. In this video, I'm breaking down the biggest iPhone 18 Pro rumors and leaks battery upgrades, a next-generation A20 Pro chip, new colors, connectivity improvements, major camera changes, and a few design tweaks that could make the iPhone 18 Pro Max the most complete iPhone ever. By the end, you'll know exactly why waiting for the iPhone 18 Pro could be the smartest move if you care about performance, battery life, and camera quality. Let's get into the reasons you should consider waiting for the iPhone 18 Pro. Reason number 1. The iPhone 18 Pro colors are getting a full The iPhone 17 Pro colors didn't do it for you. Apple may be planning a totally different vibe for the iPhone 18 Pro lineup. Leaks suggest a rich maroon finish that looks deep, premium, and much more luxury than previous reds or oranges. There's also a deep, elegant purple that sounds more mature and refined than older purple iPhones. And then there's a beige or sand-toned option that leans into that minimalist, high-end look. Think understated, clean, and expensive. Early rumors suggest Apple may not bring back classic Pro Black or Pro White this time. If you love timeless neutral colors, that could be disappointing. But if you want your Pro iPhone to stand out, iPhone 18 Pro might finally deliver the bold, fresh palette people have been asking for. Reason number 2, a cleaner, more premium back design. The iPhone 17 Pro Max introduced a two-tone look on the back, especially around the MagSafe area. With the iPhone 18 Pro, Apple could be moving toward a more seamless design. One possibility, the MagSafe section matches the rest of the phone perfectly, no contrast, no visual break, just one unified color and finish. But the more exciting rumor is a partially translucent back section. Imagine a subtle see-through window where you can faintly see internal structure or the MagSafe coil pattern underneath. Not a toy-like clear phone, more like a refined industrial aesthetic that looks intentional and premium. Either way, the iPhone 18 Pro could look noticeably different from the iPhone 17 Pro at first glance, which hasn't always been the case in recent years. Reason number 3, slightly thicker body because Apple finally prioritizes battery S. The iPhone 18 Pro could be slightly thicker, but we're talking tiny numbers, roughly 0.1 to 0.3 millimeters. In your hand, you probably won't notice. In your daily life, you absolutely will, because the reason for the added thickness is battery capacity. Current Pro Max models are already strong, but the iPhone 18 Pro Max could push even further. Rumors suggest the Pro Max battery could move into the 5,100 to 5,200 milliamp hours range depending on region and internal layout, in regions still using physical SIM support. There's also talk of finally breaking into the 5,000 milliamp hours class. This is the kind of change that improves everything you do, less battery anxiety, and fewer emergency charges during the day. Reason number 4, new battery technology. Not just a bigger, bigger battery capacity is great, but what's even more important is the battery tech itself. The iPhone 18 Pro is rumored to bring a new battery design that improves energy density and long-term efficiency. That matters because it impacts not only how long the phone lasts per charge, but also how well it holds capacity after months and years of use. So instead of just a slightly bigger battery, we could be looking at a battery that performs better over time, exactly what Pro users want. Reason number 5, A20 Pro chip on a next generation 2 nanometers process. This is where the iPhone 18 Pro could pull away from the iPhone 17 Pro in a big way. The A20 Pro is rumored to be Apple's first 2 nanometer chip, going from 3 nanometers to 2 nanometers. Is not a marketing detail, it's the kind of upgrade that can deliver real improvements in performance per watt. More transistors in the same space usually means faster processing, better sustained performance, and improved efficiency. What that means for you? Apps open faster. Heavy tasks run smoother. Games maintain higher frame rates longer. and the phone wastes less power doing everyday things. Combine that with a larger battery and updated battery tech, and you have the recipe for a serious leap in real-world endurance. Reason number 6. Apple's new C2 modem could fix 5G and battery drain at the same time. Connectivity is one of those things you don't think about until it's bad, but the modem affects everything. Call reliability, 5G speed, signal stability, and huge battery drain. The iPhone 18 Pro is rumored to introduce Apple's C2 modem, and the big promise is better efficiency. That means stronger, more stable connections while using less power, especially on 5G. If you've ever noticed your battery dropping faster in weak signal areas, that's modem behavior. A more efficient modem can translate into real battery life gains without you changing anything about how you use your phone. Reason number 7, satellite connectivity. That's actually usable, not just emergencies. This might be the most futuristic. iPhone 18 Pro rumor. Built-in satellite connectivity that goes beyond emergency. SOS. The idea here is simple. When you have zero cellular signal, you can still stay connected. Not just sending an emergency ping, but real basic online access. Messaging, light browsing, location sharing, and potentially low bandwidth music streaming. No, you're not going to stream 4,000 video over satellite. But if you travel, hike, camp, work outdoors, or just want peace of mind during outages, this could be one of those features that instantly changes what you expect a smartphone to do. The iPhone 18 Pro could become the phone that keeps working when every other phone becomes a camera and a flashlight. Reason number 8. The biggest dynamic island and Face ID update in years. iPhone 18 Pro could bring the first major Face ID hardware evolution since the iPhone 14 Pro era. Rumors vary, but the theme is consistent. Apple is shrinking or reworking the dynamic island and moving parts of Face ID. Under the display, some leaks suggest a smaller cutout. Others suggest partial under-display sensors. Some even claim the dynamic island could be dramatically reduced, even if Apple doesn't remove it completely. Updated sensors could mean faster Face ID unlocking, better performance at tricky angles, and improved reliability in mixed lighting. Reason number 9. Front camera upgrade 2 to 4MP. Sharper selfies and better low light. The iPhone 18 Pro front camera is rumored to jump to 24 megapixels, even if Apple still uses pixel binning for everyday shots. A higher resolution sensor can mean cleaner detail, better HDR flexibility, and improved low light performance. And this isn't just about selfies. It affects FaceTime quality, social media, video, content creation, and even how sharp you look in video calls for work. If you use your front camera daily, this is a bigger upgrade than most people think. Reason number 10. A. Major rear camera shift. New sensor, supplier, and stacked sensor tech. This one is huge. Rumors suggest Apple may move away from Sony for the main rear camera sensor and switch to a custom sensor manufactured by Samsung. That doesn't automatically mean more megapixels, but it could mean a major change in sensor architecture, including stacked or stackable sensor designs. These can improve readout speed, dynamic range, low light performance, and motion handling. Basically the stuff that makes photos look more natural and videos look more stable and less noisy. Even if Apple sticks with 4.8MP, a better sensor can outperform a higher megapixel sensor in real-world results. Reason #11. Variable aperture on the main camera. Real camera control. Finally, if this rumor is accurate, it's one of the most pro upgrades Apple has ever added to an iPhone. Variable aperture means the lens can physically adjust how wide it opens. That changes how much light hits the sensor and how your background blur looks like a real camera, not a software effect. In bright daylight, the camera can stop down to reduce overexposure and improve sharpness. In low light, it can open wider to bring in more light naturally. It can also give you more control over depth of field for portraits and cinematic shots without relying entirely on computational tricks.